Brace, brace!
I'm bracing. No, 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 no!
Greg Davies, and this is Taskmaster. It's funny what counts as entertainment these days. We see people clamouring for true crime stories, and anyone can start a podcast and chat about socks or whatever. But what happened to the good old-fashioned tradition of humiliating people? As a young man, my father regularly pulled my trousers down at public events. And I always found it funny, even during the backlash at my grandmother's funeral. Can we please get back to wholesome fun? Can we? It's a complicated world, guys. Let's pull together. Let's identify the victims and all pile on. Oh, here comes the victim train now. Please welcome Frankie Boyle, Ivan Graham, Jenny Eclair, Kyle Smith-Bynoe, and May Martin. And next to me, a man who told me his father has only ever given him one Christmas present in his life, a beautifully wrapped piece of Welsh slate that had one solitary word engraved upon it. That word? Toad. It's Little Alex Horne!
Hi, Dad. Hello, everyone.
What have you got for me?
Well, I've invented a new feature for the show.
Oh.
It's called Taskmaster Karaoke.
Yes.
Yes. So all you've got to do is turn down the volume of your TVs and turn on the subtitles, and then you can speak along with the show. I think you can do this with any TV show. I think it's a really good idea.
It's really good.
I don't know, it might be fun.
It's a really good thing. Yeah. It might be fun. It might catch on.
I do it with the news.
And is it all well with the world? Should we begin with the prize task?
Yes, we have to, because that's the format. And we're simply the eye candy, Greg. Let's go. This week they've been asked to bring in the best thing you take everywhere with you, but struggle to fit in your bag. Best ill-fitting thing wins 5 points, and the best winner of the show takes them all home in a skip-sized bag. Greg.
Right, first up, Frankie.
It's a struggle because I do take it everywhere. This photograph of when I was doing a gig and my son wandered on stage to tell a joke. He's 6'1" now, but he had a uniquely penetrating voice as a child. And I took him to the Scotland women's football game. The women's football, they all have their hair up in some fashion. It's all kind of scrunched up in some way. And he had a look around and he went, "There's a lot of tight buns out there."
Quite the voice he had on him.
Quite the voice. And he was going to tell a joke, which little did that crowd know would have been at an astonishing volume. But he didn't. I didn't let him.
Do you know what the joke was that he had planned?
He was simply going to say the word yellow.
How big is it? Doesn't look that big.
It's not that big, but I have quite a small bag.
Ivo, what did you bring in?
I'm going to, unusually, follow Frankie down a sentimental route. I've had very few points for lols-based prize tasks, so here's some goddamn feeling.
You sound like a psychopath.
I brought in one of several puzzles that I do with my daughter, who is 3.
Here it is.
My daughter and I will occasionally have to kill half an hour between nursery and ballet, for example.
Nursery for her, ballet for you?
That's exactly it. Obviously, the box is an absolute faff. So what I've taken to doing is pouring out the pieces of the puzzle, and while this is very useful for compact packing, it does mean that occasionally I've just got random pieces of dismembered horse just rolling around the bottom of my bag.
I think I enjoyed it. Thanks.
OK.
Jenny, what have you brought in that's massive and you carry around?
I get very tired, Greg. I don't know about you.
Oh, God.
But, you know, when
you have no idea.
most of the time I just want to lie down. So it's an inflatable bed. Yeah. It's a small double.
It's a small double.
I think the fact that you carry a bed round with you is insane.
Yes. Jenny
Have you
does.
ever considered that that's maybe why you're tired?
David Schwimmer always sleeps in an inflatable bed.
Even at home?
Why does David Schwimmer sleep in an inflatable bed?
It's a guess.
Very good. Kyle,
GD.
can you beat these three?
Well, I mean, mine's the same as Jenny's.
A folding chair.
Do you carry a chair around with you, really?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
I saw a makeup artist do it once, and I was like, that's sick.
Would it help if I told you that Matthew Perry always sits on a folding chair? I think that's true. One less.
OK. It's up to you to save this, May.
It's not going to happen.
Whatever it is, I can't wait to hear about Jennifer Aniston using it.
What I bring around everywhere is a very fine whiskey.
A very fine whiskey.
Yeah.
Do continue.
In a flask. We can have a look at it. This is the reason I wish I'd gone before Frankie, because I also have a very small bag. And I have also, like, a really tiny wallet. Tiny phone.
When Frankie said, oh, I've got a really small bag, you went, yeah!
Did you see my face?
Yeah, it was exactly the same as Kyle's face when Jenny brought out the bed, which was better than the chair.
Yeah.
How's a bed better than a chair?
Bigger, better.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Because you can sit down in public, right?
Oh, yeah.
I can lie down in public. Love. Nothing's going to stop me.
Why is your photograph of a child better than a bed, Frankie?
Who gives a fuck?
I mean, unbelievably, I'm going to give the bed 5 points.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, Kyle. You don't even carry that. You don't even carry that bloody thing anywhere. I mean, I do like that May made an effort.
OK.
You know, they put a joke together, but it's not a great one.
If you want to hear a good joke, yellow!
Even though these prizes have been rubbish,
Right.
let's start the show on a high-scoring, uplifting... Why not?
OK.
Why not? Let's say Jenny gets 5 and everyone else gets 4. Why not?
Well done, everyone. We're off.
Do you have a fruit-based task to start us off today, please?
Would have thought so. Ready? And fetch.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the club.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hello, Alex.
And you are?
Ivo Graham.
Yes, your name is down. You can come in. You may not leave,
I may not leave.
but you may go anywhere in that direction.
This is the opposite of when I go to clubs.
Trapped in VIP. Not a bad life.
I'm getting an intense whiff of kind of sewage. Yeah. Anyway, unless it's you.
Pile the pineapples on the path.
Pile the pineapples on the path.
You must not get wet.
Most pineapples piled on the path wins.
You have 15 minutes. Your time starts now.
This is the path.
That's the path.
That's a couple of pineapples.
How many pineapples?
There's the big gold pineapple. There's a real pineapple. There's a sort of little lampshade. There's an inflatable pineapple. I don't really know what's on the inflatable pineapple.
Oh,
but
it's clearly a candy floss pineapple.
it's a candy floss pineapple. And then, well, then there's a tin, which I reckon has got some pineapples in.
Correct.
Chunks.
OK, Smelly Bouncer, let's see them retrieve some pineapples.
All right, then. Our first 2 golden pineapple retrievers are Frankie and Kyle.
OK, well, that's the start. A magnet's the start.
Great.
Man.
That's sort of made things worse. Oh, man.
That's bad.
Wow, you really don't want to get this near metal. Well, let's look at it this way. We've now anchored that successfully. Oh.
Well, something happened.
Oh, yeah. I've got to get some points for that. Oh!
I'm just throwing a log at a pineapple.
What's that made out of?
Pineapple.
This whole time, you've watched me trying to get that magnet on a piece of rubber.
Yep.
Maybe it's my technique that's wrong. Good for distance.
Over here. Oh, no, 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 look. No, it's gonna fall.
3 minutes 40.
Something's in the water.
Gotcha.
1 pineapple. 5 to go.
5?
Wait, that one's floating down a bit.
45 seconds, Frankie.
One pineapple.
I think he's bloody got it. Yes!
It was a slightly sad end. Bye, Crail. Right.
No, good for you. I'm glad.
Quite an act of aggression there, kicking that one plant pot over.
He knows what he's up to.
This is his life energy. He hides those pineapples. He'd be like... Did you not notice the pineapples, or did you just not care?
I thought it was just they'd left them there to set up for the next contestant. I didn't think they were supposed to anger me in any way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that we had to be on something that was magnetic. I think that was a bad choice.
I couldn't have enjoyed it more. You got twice as many pineapples as Frankie, who got 1.
If I had a good strategy for fishing rubbish out of some sewage, what sort of person would I be?
Very good.
Now for the attempts of Jenny and Ivo. Ivo, it's off to work he goes.
Is that the longest it'll go?
Yes, it's not very good.
That's rubbish.
It's not long enough.
What does this do?
I don't think that's happening.
I don't know what to do.
I've done it. I've done a Taskmaster task.
Five.
But I can't just sort of rest on those laurels.
My trousers are falling down.
Right.
What's this going to do? Nothing. Nothing.
I can't even hear it anymore. It's so far away.
If I had longer arms...
You just pick up the pineapple.
Is it tethered?
It might be.
Use the scissors.
No. I think standing in the wheelbarrow is a non-starter.
downstream.
Getting even one will be the triumph of the century.
Come to mummy. Come to mummy. Oh no! Oh. Okay.
Oh! I'm getting a bit wet, but like only magnet retrieval wet, not falling off a wheelbarrow wet.
2 pineapples.
Come on, big boy. Please.
30 seconds.
Please! Well done, mate.
Where's my chunks?
Oh, not more fucking pineapples.
How did Jenny do using her come-to-mummy long arms technique?
That technique yielded 0 pineapples, but when you cut the thread that was tethering the pineapple, she piled 4 pineapples.
Not bad. There were 2 little phrases that came involuntarily out of Ivo that I think will come to define him. At first, I thought it was this one.
Please. Please. Please.
The escalating pleases haunted me.
Yeah.
But in fact, I think this one cancelled it out.
Where's my chunks?
I love Where's My Chunks. I got Where's My Chunks tattooed on my shin. Love Where's My Chunks.
I mean, he got loads of chunks, didn't he?
Yeah, we've doubled each time. 1, 2, 4, now 9. 9.
One left.
One left, of course. It's May Martin.
Are there any hidden pineapples? That's what I want to know. Like, there must be hidden pineapples. Okay. This is pretty good. Oh, fuck! No!
1 pineapple.
Oh. Pineapple, I presume? Yeah. I like doing a task like this where I'm just on my own and I don't have to deal with anyone else's, ideas.
You don't miss your teammates?
No.
No.
Yeah. Can I have help?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that? There's a pineapple in there.
5 pineapples.
Okay. Now I'm looking for hidden pineapples.
Right, you've got 5 minutes, 10 seconds.
Do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah?
Thirteen pineapples there. I lost your pen.
Yeah, that was my pen. OK, you're done, mate.
Oh, no.
Right. You owe me a pen.
I owe you a pen. Sorry. Oh, no! I just want to remind you that Frankie has argued with such passion that the word banana written on a card constitutes a banana.
And I will argue that again. A drawing of a pineapple can be called a pineapple.
Hey. Kyle, wherever you go, I'm ready to follow.
You did very well bringing the prepared pineapples out. It's just whether I allow the drawn pineapples, isn't it?
Well, it's not a question.
There are several pineapple effigies involved here that aren't really pineapples.
They're a bit more real than those drawings.
But all words and images are metaphors for the things they represent.
In no other environment does that sentence get whoops and cheers.
think May's pineapples look more like the pineapple than the candy floss pineapple as well.
Yeah.
But that you designed for the show that's your show and we're trying to do our best on in a conventional fashion. Also, I've got something else as well. To go on some weird reverie about how you like being on your own because your teammates just ruin it for you, and then immediately saying to Alex, "Can you help me get this pineapple out of the water?" Pathetic.
I am going to allow the drawn pineapples.
What? What, because of the banana?
Because of the nature of language, man.
So we're allowing the pineapples, are we?
I'm afraid we are.
Fuck's sake.
OK, well, Frankie, well done. You get 1 point, 2 to Kyle, 3 to Jenny, 4 to Ivo, and 5 to May Martin.
Scoreboard time.
In this episode, it's tight. Frankie on the bottom with 5. May Martin's in the lead with 9 points.
Here we are. Do you have a really good task standing by, Alex?
Let's have a look. Yes, I think this one's probably OK. May.
Hi.
Yeah?
Frankie.
Oh, brolly mad in here.
Barrel full of brollies.
Before you do that, pick an umbrella, any umbrella.
Tartan.
A classic, simple black.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. I know that a lot will depend on this. I'm going to go big bugger.
Very nice.
Repurpose this umbrella and demonstrate its new purpose.
Most inventive repurposing of an umbrella wins.
You have 20 minutes.
Time starts now.
And that's yours to do what you want with. They were all going to be discarded.
They're rescue umbrellas.
They are rescue umbrellas. We're doing our bit.
I hate my umbrella. OK, right. What else could it be?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You always get a little performance flourish with Kyle. Toss didn't need to toss that umbrella up. A real showman sometimes, you know that.
All the time.
Good. Shall we start?
Good boy. Yes, please.
OK, up first, it's KSB, Kyle Smith-Bynoe, the bank that likes to say yes.
So that's different to what it was. Mm-hmm. That's something. It's like a trap. Gotcha. What can I catch? It's been a long day at work. I can't wait to sit down and put my feet up. Pause. Hang on a minute. That's my family. What's happened? I can't hear you. Hang on. What's that? Bread? I want to save my family, but the bread's so beautiful. It's a trap! Oh no! I'm trapped! And I didn't get any of the bread! Oh no! The duck catcher!
That's your time up, Kyle.
Duck for dinner!
The ducks are from Scotland, clearly.
Yeah, because the umbrella was tartan.
Oh, that makes sense. What's the backstory of the ducks? The father duck's been out.
He was also Braveheart. That's why he had the blue face.
Driving his car home from battle.
And he came home and his wife and children had been duct taped. And he wanted to save them, but there was a picture of bread.
Lot to take in with ha 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 ha, the duck catcher, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So we're going to see 2 more of them now. Let's say hi-vo to Ivo and hey to May.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Ivo. Have you repurposed the umbrella?
I've repurposed the umbrella. on, Bosco. He's a wire-haired border brawly.
Start with the gin.
In an umbrella?
In a repurposed umbrella.
I don't know if you can see his tail.
Oh, that's nice. Can he wag his tail without shaking his head?
Why would he want to do that?
A bit of elderflower.
I do like elderflower.
Traditionally, we'd have a bit of lemon or lime due to a citrus shortage. Bit of pineapple.
Perfect.
Who's your best friend?
Money.
Who's your enemy?
Alex Horne.
Well, that just sounded like a man saying Alex Horne.
No, that was 100% Bosco.
This is where the art of it really comes in. Drop that on the floor at some point.
Yeah, put it in the drink then. I'd like to see him leave the room.
Ah, yes. Okay. See you later.
Thank you, Bosco.
Come on.
Bye, Bosco. Watch out for the door frame, Bosco.
He's still learning.
Well, thank you. Are you meant to dilute the elderflower?
It's very heavy on the elderflower.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, Iro.
I mean, it's very creative.
Thanks.
I mean, I did warm to Bosco when he started to reveal that he despised Alex.
Yeah.
And was that your stitching work?
Staple gun.
Yeah. May made it instantly. Took 20 minutes. It was impressive to watch.
There it was. Ivo, do you think this is a new low?
I'm sorry I didn't staple gun a monstrous dog together.
You will be when I hand the points out. Good.
Right. Yeah, it's time for the final two attempts now. And what a bespectacled spectacle it is as Frankie Boyle and Jenny Eclair hit the catwalk. Oh, hi, Frankie.
Hey,
What are you going to do with your umbrella?
I have turned it into this skirt and fascinator combination.
I'm wearing House of Eclair, and this is a handmade hiking and writing cagoule. It's for those who like outdoors, maybe climb a mountain and then write a poem at the top.
Wow. It's surprisingly good.
I'll go and mull over that comment.
Yeah.
Well, the House of Eclair employs quite a sassy runway model, I thought.
Looked pretty good, all her own work.
Oh, really? Well, actually cheated and parachuted a team in from Paris.
It had a pocket for my notebook.
For when you write poetry up the mountain.
Up the mountain.
And the metal frame of the umbrella, what was that for?
That was for warding off anything that needed warding off.
For when you're up the mountain.
Up the mountain, looking a bit sexy in my hiking and writing cagoule.
Hiking and writing, is that what you said?
Hiking and writing.
Oh, I thought you were speaking German.
Hiking and writing and warding off the boys.
You've, I hope this is appropriate. You've got a good sturdy set of legs on you, Frankie.
Thanks. Do you know what it felt like waiting to watch that? When I was a kid, our local library had a Christmas drawing competition. And I drew a snowman, and they put it up on the wall. And then everyone else's started to go up, and they were, like, really good. And when I saw May's entry there, that's how I felt. I felt like when I'd gone to the library as a little boy and said, could I have my snowman back? And they said no.
Oh, but Frankie, come on. You had a fascinator.
Well, you've seen all five.
I have.
Least inventive?
Well, I mean, just tossing a load of drinks into it.
Less inventive than two people both making clothes out of it.
Yep. I'm going to give Jenny 2 points because Frankie used a whole umbrella. But I just think that Jenny was left with the frame of the umbrella and just carried it around.
Warding off the boys.
To ward off the boys.
OK, so
2 points to Jenny, 3 points to Frankie.
Great.
Inventive's the word. So Bosco the dog can only have 4 points on this occasion because of the complex narrative surrounding the Scottish...
5 points to Kyle.
Do you have another one on standby?
I don't know. Sorry, I had a bit of a wobble there. Here we go.
Hiya.
Morning.
Jelly
Yeah,
with a duck in it.
of course.
Oh, a jelly mould.
It's jelly, Jenny.
Yes, it is.
This is funny to me already.
Great.
Nice little jiggle. Yeah.
Put the most stuff on top of this jelly without breaking the jelly.
Without breaking the jelly.
If anything other than jelly touches the duck, you are disqualified.
Heaviest stuff on the jelly, exactly 10 minutes from now, wins.
Put the most stuff on top of this jelly without breaking the jelly. Heaviest stuff on the jelly exactly 10 minutes from now wins. Yeah, this is vintage.
Are you starting to get bored of the format?
That was day one. That was the first task.
Let's just get on with it. You've got to balance a load of heavy stuff on a jelly, right?
Yeah. And I think it's appropriate if we start with Ivo all by himself. Agreed?
Yes.
I think encasing the jelly will stop it pushing outwards. Yeah, I like that, actually.
I guess I might ask you whether you think those bricks are balanced on the jelly.
It is a bit of a interesting physical question, isn't it? What do you think?
I think if you took the jelly away, the bricks wouldn't move.
That's undeniable. The answer's in the wobble, isn't it?
The answer's in the wobble.
The answer's in the wobble.
Where's the wobble gone?
Fine. I mean, there's even a bit of a surface incision. If it was a wound, it would heal within the week.
4 minutes 40.
Left. Yeah, I suppose.
Well, why don't you talk me through your technique?
Obviously, watching it back, the jump from 0 bananas to 6 bananas was aggressive.
Yeah, you said afterwards you should have taken a banana by banana approach.
Yeah, or even broken the banana down into
Chunks.
Yeah, chunks a bit away.
Who's next?
OK, well, how about May and Kyle next? Here we go.
The most stuff. That's a start.
I'm going to test the strength of the jelly. I want a flat base that's going to sort of displace the weight so that I'm pressing on the widest possible surface area.
Sounds like you've done this before.
I've done this a couple times. Yeah.
Ah,
We talking physics.
are we?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's sticky, the jelly.
What flavour is this?
Lemon jelly.
Hate it.
Okay. It's hard.
And soft.
There's no way this is the best flavour you could find.
Oh. Very light. Yeah.
Lovely.
OK, that'll definitely work. But it's not enough. It's not enough.
Oh my God. If I can get that exactly on the middle. Wait, what's happening to the duck? Oh, no.
There. 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 No. There. Hang on. There. There.
Oh, some things have happened.
A lot's happened.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's It's what's on there exactly 10 minutes after the task started.
Well, in that case, I'll just wait.
I might just wait till the last possible second.
Will you tell me when I've got 30 seconds?
Yeah, there's a clock here.
Oh, well, what should we do till then?
Rugby?
I don't know if we could do rugby, just because of the crockery.
I don't think the duck is touching the record, I would argue. But I've really disturbed the integrity of the jelly.
Yes, you have.
50 seconds, all right. Let's do this, baby.
20 seconds.
It doesn't look like it used to look.
I think it's the heat in the room.
Wow. 10 seconds.
Any more? No, thank you. I'm sweet enough.
When I blow the whistle, you can't be touching it. Was the duck compromised at all?
Not in the slightest. He's having a lovely time. He doesn't even know what's gone on.
All right, let's go.
Thanks.
It started off a very scientific approach from May, talking about displacement, whereas you popped the task card on top of it and went, that's a start. But soon, we were talking physics.
Yeah.
From that point onwards, it didn't look very scientific, May. What happened?
Oh, jelly started breaking.
Did you not consider putting a bowl on top of the jelly and just repeatedly saying the word there?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
Well, Kyle got 1,773 grams on the jelly. That's one chihuahua. 2 people left to go, and it's Frankie and Jelly.
I've been gripped by an overwhelming sense of crisis. I don't see anything particularly heavy can go on there.
I should start with maybe layering up. I've got a necklace, I've got my pants, I've got a shoe, I've got a watch. I've got a watch.
I could argue the definition of heavy.
I've been in the kitchen, I found that. Now, if I just did that and then put things on there, would that be cheating?
Will the things be on top of the jelly?
I don't know, Alex, because I was going to stand on top of that.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind watching that.
What I don't want you to do is weigh me publicly. If you do weigh me, you have to do it in kilos, because I don't understand kilos. Well, don't I have to hold this like that?
Obviously, the jelly is plugged in. Right.
There we go. I'm slightly worried about that taking my weight and it collapsing and the Tupperware splintering, and then I go through the jelly.
Maybe a cushion?
Here we go. You don't get much heavier than this. The third law of thermodynamics means that the universe will eventually enter a phase of heat death, with all life and all energy extinguished.
One, two, three. Off. They're off. They're off. So this is as far as I can go.
You were
I
on
was on it.
You were on it when the whistle went, yeah. And the jelly's fine.
Jelly's fine.
Thanks for sitting on the jelly, Jenny.
It's no problem. I enjoyed it. There's clubs that cater to this kind of thing, you know. Right you are.
Right you are.
Thank you.
First things first, let's talk about Jenny's. Were you on the jelly?
On top of it.
I might argue that you were on a box.
Well, if I'd sat on the jelly, it would have split. That's physics staring you in the face.
It all seems trivial next to the heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're safe. Jenny, to be absolutely clear, I very much enjoyed watching you balancing on that box, and I'd probably pay to see it. It's not a lot of money, but I'd pay. But I don't think you were on the jelly.
So it's just a question of whether that quote is heavier than a chihuahua.
The destruction of the universe is about as heavy as it gets, right?
The first sentence was put the most stuff.
But he's put the concept of the whole universe. How much stuff do you want?
The third law of thermodynamics encompasses all the energy in the universe. That's more than your bowl and your fucking spoon.
I've got to allow it. It's the heaviest thing.
OK, and we're saying 0 points to Ivo, May and Jenny?
I didn't break the skin of the jelly.
That is true.
Let's give her a lovely charity 1 point.
So, in summary, it's 0 to Ivo, 0 to May, 1 to Jenny, 4 to Kyle and 5 to Frankie Boyle.
Seems very fair. Seems very measured to me. Well done, Greg. Good. Let's have a look at the scores.
Frankie has not won an episode. This is your chance. Kyle's in the lead with 15, but Frankie has 13 points in joint second.
Good. Right, here we go then. Please head to the stage for the final task of the show. Oh, look how happy Frankie the Clown is. Who's going to read the task?
Well, it's a team task, and Frankie Boyle's going to read it.
Using only the scratching posts, remove as many balls from your suit as possible. Your teammates may throw balls from the throwing spots throughout. The throwing spots may not be moved. Fewest balls in a suit after 2 minutes wins. Also, if you're in a team of 3, the 2 non-suit wearers must hold hands throughout the 2 minutes.
So what's going to happen is that May and Frankie are going to use these scratching sticks. The other 3 will be on the throwing circles. Frankie will be near the team of 3's throwers, so they can throw balls onto his suit as he tries to scratch his balls off. That's a nice... It's a very nice sentence. So, Frankie and May, please make your way this way down
Good luck.
to the stage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, there's lots of Velcro on their bottoms, I see.
Stand on the circle.
Anything you want to say?
I think I really should have had a few less joke scandals and not ended up in this position.
So they are starting with 25 balls on their suits. 2 minutes. Good luck.
And they're off.
They don't come off too easy.
Oh, you got one, you got one, you got one. Well, he can do that, and he has done that. Oh, Frankie's suit has popped open.
Yeah, big one on the bum!
Well done, Kyle.
Frankie, won the back.
Got to end.
10 seconds left.
Miss Scratch!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop it.
Come back down, we'll see how that's affected the final score! What a thriller.
Yes, well, I think what happened was that the team of 3 decided to hold opposite hands, so they both had their throwing hands out, and that's what won it for them. They managed to land more balls on their opposition than poor old Ivo.
I love that there wasn't even any drama to revealing who'd won. We all know they won.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. By miles, yeah. There were 29 balls on Frankie at the end, 25 to start off with. 17 left on May, so they get 5 points. How many for the team of 2?
3.
3. Fair enough. 3 points and 5 points. Shall I tell you how that's affected the episode scores?
God, will you?
I will. Oh, it's my favourite, Greg. They've all got even numbers. Ivo's on 12, and at the top of the pile, it's Kyle with 20 points.
There it is! Kyle Smith-Bynoe wins. Please pop up to collect your invaluable bits. So, what have we learnt today? We've learnt that if you want to achieve something in life, use your intelligence, use lateral thinking, use gut instinct, if you will. Failing that, maybe give this a go.
Please. Please. Please.
And please, let's marvel at tonight's winner once more. It is Kyle Smith-Bynoe!
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.